Hello, this is Matteo, Chief Mobile Opinionist at Tech Travel Geeks. Today we're here to unbox the Huawei Psmart 2019. This is an affordable smartphone from Huawei, launching in January 2019. So let's have a look at what's here. As you can see, the packaging is very simple, white cardboard with embossed Huawei Psmart 2019. On the bottom you'll find a few details about the device. In this case we can see that it's a 64GB storage device with 3GB of RAM, it's black, and it's a dual SIM device. On the back there's a bit of regulatory stuff, nothing too important, so let's move to opening the package. And thanks for all the feedback, we've now got tools to take seals off boxes. So here we have it. To lift it up, and inside the box, this is a review unit that Huawei have sent us. There's a Huawei Psmart 2019 in a box in plastic, and we'll have a look at other contents of the box first. So as you can see, there's, in this case, it's a Euro device, it's a European review device with a European 2-prong plug. There's a USB Type A, traditional Type A, to microUSB adapter cable, and there's also a set of Huawei headphones with a 3.5mm connector. Now that's very handy if you're someone who prefers 3.5mm connectors. There's also a SIM ejector toolkit, and in the box there's also some documentation and extra guarantee paperwork. So obviously we're going to jump straight into turning the device on and seeing how it performs. But before that, let's put in a SIM card. All the usual accessories in the box. Definitely not a case here. Now let's open this, and the device feels nice and light. It's very light to hold. This is a black device. I'm going to take the sticker off the back. You can see that's a shiny black device. It feels plasticky, but that's actually a good thing. It makes it light. And we see that on the side here, there's no SIM tray, and that's because it's been put at the top of the device. Yes, that's right. They've put the SIM tray, which is next to the microphone hole, next to there. So I'm going to take out my SIM ejector tool and my 3SIM card. And this is a device which can either be used in dual SIM mode, so 2 SIM cards, 2 phone numbers, 2 data lines. Oops, didn't eject it far enough. Or oops. Okay, so a normal SIM ejector tool may not be the most appropriate one. Maybe Huawei's own one is better because it's deeper. Yes, so in this case we recommend using the included SIM ejector tool because it goes deeper. And there we go. Open up the SIM tray, and you can see that there's 2 slots. One which will take a normal nano SIM card, and the other which will take a second nano SIM card or a micro SD card. Up to 500GB, we're told. Now, Amazon are running some great deals at the moment. In this case, it's a SanDisk Extreme 64GB memory card, which sells for just over £10 at the moment. So I purchased one of these, and it arrived at the same time as this review device. So let's use this in the Huawei Psmart to store pictures, music, videos for offline use, and so forth. And whilst we review the Huawei Psmart 2019, we shall also be evaluating the cameras and how media playback performs on the go thanks to this extra expansion. So I'm going to put the memory card into the slot, and our micro SD and nano SIM are ready to go in. And there we have it. Screen on. And this is Huawei, powered by Android. And as I said, it's a very rounded edge. It's very pleasant to hold, nicely rounded. There's a power button on the side here. That's how we switched it on. A volume rocker. And now let's have a bit of a closer look at the screen. On the back, there's a dual camera setup, an AI camera, which we'll look at in a bit more depth. But meanwhile, the screen's turning on, and we're going to have a quick look at what the screen's like and that fabled teardrop notch. So, the Huawei Psmart 2019 is powered by HiSilicon 710 chipset. That's the same chipset that we saw in the Huawei Mate 20 Lite that we reviewed in 2018. If you haven't had a chance to, please do go and check out that review. As well as that, the screen is a 6.2 inch one. That's a full high definition 6.2 inch screen, which is a 19.5 to 9 aspect ratio. On the back, you'll find the 13 megapixel camera with a 2 megapixel depth sensor. It has an LED flash, and it supports up to 1080p video. There's a fingerprint scanner on the back. And on the front, you'll see that there's a selfie camera. It's in the notch. And that's an 8 megapixel selfie camera. We also saw at the bottom that there is a 3.5mm audio jack and a microUSB charging and data port and a speaker grill. The left hand side, there's nothing there because the SIM tray is at the top. It's a very simple device. It's nice and light to feel, as I said. And now that EMUI is booting up, you can see that little teardrop notch at the top of the screen, just that little notch that allows the selfie camera to be in place and to keep a relatively small bezel at the top of the device. The same seems to be at the bottom. It's a very narrow bezel at the bottom. So very interesting. We'll be setting this up properly and then putting it through its paces, and you'll read the full review on techtravelgeeks.com. We'll also do a full video review here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, please do so. And you'll also see sample videos and pictures taken with the Huawei Psmart 2019, as well as other content that we'll be creating, including the Tech Travel Geeks podcast. So there you have it. The first impression of the Huawei Psmart 2019 is very, very positive. It's got a good feel to it. It's nice and light. It feels as if it's a very practical device. And as I said, we'll be reviewing this fully on Tech Travel Geeks. So thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.